Hi everyone, this is for a developer change in the Sharp MX4110, 4111, 5110, and 5111. I'll be specifically working on a 5110, as you can see, and also pertains to the MX5140 series or the 4140 series. This is the exact same type of developer and actually the same part number for the carrier developer itself. So I've actually serviced this machine and found that there were problems with the blue, or the cyan as they call it. The blue and the cyan, or the cyan developer printout is coming out with these white voids or stripes. Kind of looks like leopard stripes or tiger stripes in the copy quality, and also the magenta was a little light on the solid. So let's get started here. So as you can see, this is my test page, printing out a blue test page here. You can see the white striping, and on the magenta you can see that the magenta solids are a little light. The yellow and the black was printing fine, so I'm going to keep that as is, and we're just going to replace the blue and the magenta developer, also known as carrier. So it comes in a color, comes in a bag in each color. So first of all, we're going to go into the service mode, and I'll show you how to print out those test pages. Home button twice, version twice, and then #C* will get you into the service mode, and then we'll go straight to simulation 64 and pattern 19. Once you get to pattern 19 in that little box, we're going to print out each color, and each color will show you how each developer, color developer and color drum will be printing. So that one was the black. We're going to print the cyan, and it shows there's different variations of the color halftones as squares. As you can see, it goes from dark to light, and you can get a glimpse of how the developer is working, and also how the drum unit is working as well, because those are the two main parts, the consumables that are used in the machine, that has like a life cycle that doesn't last forever. So the photoconductive drum, of course, is light sensitive, so every time it's used and light is shined upon it, it does wear away, and it has a yield on it. So this one is the yellow. So the yellow's fine again, and the black is fine. So we are gonna exit out of service mode here and get to replacing the blue and the red developer. So first of all, we powered on the equipment with the soft switch. Now turning off power, and then we will reach inside and turn off the main power switch. Alright, we open the front door, open up the waste, pull out the waste toner bottle, one green button, waste toner bottle pops out. Unscrew the right side of the transfer belt assembly, and on the left side, just need to loosen that shoulder screws. It's blue. Lift up the flap that clears away the for the developers to come out. The cyan and the blue drums is what we want, so we flip open that flap and unscrew the blue screws for each developer, and pull each developer straight out of the machine. That's the magenta, and we'll get the blue out of the machine as well. What I like to do is just lay down a nice clean sheet of paper to dump out the old carrier from the unit. 2 screws on the top of the blue developer here lift up the cover, and it swivels towards the rear of the developer. So there's a hinge at the rear of the developer. Once you hinge it out, it lifts up and out. Now if you notice, I want to pause right here. if you notice right here, you can see white marks on the magnetic roller. And when you pull the developer out of the machine, you can actually see that this area right here on the mag roller, that mag roller is actually lacking blue developer. That's how you're getting that void lines. That's how I was getting that void lines. There was not enough developer in this unit, therefore causing those voids. Alright, so let's go ahead and play this now. So what I'm going to do is rotate the mag roller. You see with my right thumb, I'm going to rotate the mag roller in the way it should go, and turn the developer over and totally empty out all the old carrier, or sometimes it's even called starter. So I keep rotating that mag roller. Most of the developer comes out, and I will vacuum out the rest. I also do it the same for the magenta. So 2 screws right on the top. 1 screw here, 1 screw here. And flips right up towards the rear and off. Turning the mag roller and turning over the developer unit will empty out all the carrier out of the assembly itself. So I get most of it out, and the rest we will vacuum out because it is magnetic. That's some of the carrier is still sticking onto the mag roller, and we need to get all of it out. So next I'll get my vacuum here. You just vacuum out all this developer off of the mag roller. I'm spinning the mag roller with my thumb and completely vacuuming out all the remaining developer in the auger system of the developing unit. Again, I would want to rotate that magnetic roller, getting out all the developer out of the mag roller itself and the unit. So this right here is the magenta carrier, or the magenta developer bag. We're just going to pour it right onto the augers of the developer unit itself, making sure that you totally empty out the whole bag. Now the cover hinge goes on first towards the rear of the developer unit, and it snaps down, and the 2 screws will secure the cover. I'm just going to forward this. So you get the gist of it as far as putting the developer in. You can do the same for the cyan, and now we're going to put in both developers after you have put in the cyan unit itself, cyan bag of developer into the unit, and slide those in. I'm going to forward this just a little bit just to speed it up here. Get the blue in, get the yellow in, and then go ahead and screw that down. lock it up, latch it up, bring down the transfer belt cover and secure it with 2 screws, and pop in the waste toner bottle. And since we're doing a developer change, we do want to remove the toners of the developers that we're changing, because we're going to do an initialization of the developer unit itself in order for the system to recognize its new values. So we turn on the power switch on the bottom, go ahead and turn on the soft switch on the top. And while that's warming up, just a quick tip on cleaning up and how to secure your debris or just old developer. I usually wrap mine up pretty tight and secure it all in a nice tight bag. Here's a quick sample of the developer itself. It is magnetic, so I got a magnetic screwdriver here, and you can pick some up with the magnetic tool. So it's small little magnets coated with some coating in order for it to create a static charge. I just fold it up nicely here, secure it in a nice plastic bag after this, making sure that it doesn't leak out. And let me just forward this. So we close that up, got the toners out. Power switch on. It'll say install toners for the cyan and magenta. It's okay because we removed it specifically to do the service mode here, # C star, and we're going to go to 25 mono 2 mono, and it's 25-2, and so we're going to do both developers that we had changed out, which is the cyan and the magenta, CNDM. And we're going to hit execute, and this will cycle for about 2 to 3 minutes. And I'm going to quickly go to that. When it stops cycling and that execute button turns white again, that means it's done. So there's the new values now. I'm going to exit out of here, and let's do a test print after we restart this thing, putting back the both toner cartridges. I'll just forward this out here. So I went back into the service mode, and we're going to test simulation 64-01 pattern number 19, and we're going to do a cyan and magenta test right here. Whoa, sorry about that. So I did a cyan and magenta test. I'm not going to play it. I'm just going to show you the result. You notice how this is my before copy right there. That cyan, the magenta is light in the solid area. Now let's look at the new magenta printout. Look at that, nice and dark. And then for the cyan, right there, that's the cyan, the new cyan. There we go. There we go. There we go. So this is the sample on the cyan right here. You can see that the cyan is nice and filled in on the squares, whereas to the before copy on the right, it's voided out and poor copy quality. So definitely new cyan, a new magenta developer had fixed the problem, and that's how you replace the developer on the Sharp MX 5110. Alright, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and you guys all have a good day.